Hey, it's Adam, and you're listening to The Adam Cobb Show, weekly content devoted to all things fitness, finding your center, and fumbling through fatherhood. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. We hope this is a space that you come to, that you can feel connected. We're better together. Please subscribe and follow all of our social channels so you don't miss a thing. Let's listen to today's episode. A brilliant meditation. That's what Sports Illustrated said about this book right here by Haruki Murakami. It took me at least 10 times to make sure I said that correct. Haruki Murakami. And the title of the book is this: What I Talk About When I Talk About Running. Now, why am I referencing this book, this author? Because this has been an incredible tool for me, someone who loves movement, but I haven't ever identified as a runner. For me, the only time I ever had to run was to try out for college baseball, and I had to run a 2-mile in under 12 minutes. And that's actually quite hard. As my parents listen and watch this show every week, they'll remember. Right, Pops, Mom, you'll remember. I ran, I threw up a bunch of times, but I did it. And that was the only time, and I ran for a specific purpose. But in this chapter of my life, where I live in Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, just south of LAX, there's this beautiful long runway sidewalk called the Strand that's right on the ocean and the sand. And it's just a beautiful place to run, along with the beach and the ocean. And I'm finding myself gravitating to the desire of running. I actually had a health marker that was a little bit off, and I'm not sure if it's accurate or not, but I knew that running would help that marker. I also have found that for me, movement isn't necessarily what I do to have a six-pack or be in the best shape of my life. It's actually what I do for my mental state. So movement has always been a medicine for me. Movement has been meditative. Movement is for my mind, much more than for my body. And this book has been such a resource for me. So if it's something that, if there's a new sort of exercise or movement that you've wanted to incorporate, I want to encourage and share my path to running and share just an excerpt from this book that really moved me. And I did think about, like, what am I I'm going to run for 2 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, 5 miles. And how am I going to fill that space? A couple of things that I did was I asked a few runners, actually a previous guest, Chris, on the show that's a triathlete, hey, what shoes should I buy and should I wear? So I got some new shoes. That sort of prepped me. I looked at the distance and I walked it out. That sort of prepped me too. I created a playlist, no words, just kind of lo-fi. I also got the right sunglasses to sort of block out the sun if I was going to run when it was really sunny. But the missing piece to all of that was this book that really helped me sort of download in my heart and spirit something to, like, tangibly hold on to. And this is the piece that I wanted to read to you. When asked what he thinks about when he's running, he said, I just run. I run in a void. Or maybe I should put it another way. I run in order to acquire a void. Now that, for me, really stuck. He goes on to say this: the thoughts that occur to me while I'm running are like clouds in the sky. Clouds of all different sizes. They come and they go. While the sky remains the same sky as always, the clouds are mere guests in the sky that pass away and vanish, leaving behind the sky. Beautifully well-written book. I recommend it. But going back to, I run in order to acquire a void. That has really landed for me. And I wonder, and I'm curious for you, like, how much of your day is filled? How much of your schedule is filled? Where there is no space in there. What he's saying here is that I run in order to acquire a void, a space to just let my mind and heart kind of roam free. And this is what I found to be true for me. Those words really defined the motivation for me to run. I've been running first thing in the morning. I've been waking up at 4:47, running from 5 to 5:55. And at 5:55, I get back to my house and I'm ready and available for my kids. And I'm not running away from my family. I'm running towards them. I'm running towards them because I get closer to me. I create this and acquire a void, a space that I get to fill, yes, through momentum and through endorphin high, but also to get my mind right, to quote another guest in Todd or T-Mac, to be able to get outside, to embrace the sunrise. And I know all the benefits of the circadian rhythms and everything, but for me, it's simply getting out, creating some space, and to be able to sort of have freedom within this game of fatherhood, this life of fatherhood. And, if we can get out there, the more ways we can create freedom in fatherhood, the better. But more importantly, to do the things and fill up your cup even before the family even wakes up. And this is one way. So I'm not sure if you're thinking about starting a new habit or creating a healthy choice. That could be challenging in the beginning. A good way to do that is start to accumulate a few things. Again, for me, it was new shoes, sunglasses, maybe some, kind of get yourself excited, lay the clothes out. And then for me, this book really came in handy. So think about, sometimes these tools add up and they really move your motivation forward. And they get you from not just being motivated and it's a cool idea, but they get you to that step of action. And with more action, like we've talked about before, action starts to birth the idea of understanding. Do I like running or do I not? Okay, I think I do. I like at least the space it gives me. And then it creates some clarity in my head. And I start to feel really clear and spacious. And then eventually, with the clarity comes conviction. And now what I know is I run. And I run to acquire a void. And in that void, I fill it up. I fill it up in such a beautiful way. And I come back to my family and I'm filled up and I'm ready. And I'm ready for them. And I'm really present with them. And on the days that I don't run, I'm not the best. But let's just focus on the days I do run. Anyway, get out there, make a difference, and I'll see you next time.